So today we thought that we would take Emma, while she's here to see us, down to the Marble Arch Caves, which are the second longest caves in Ireland. The limestone that the caves are carved from is around 340 million years old. So we were excited, and it was definitely worth it to jump in the car and have the nice wee drive down. Hiya, what's crack? It's Erin. If you can't tell, my voice is not great today, but I did want to take you with us to what we're doing today, so I thought I would just not chit chat too much. But today we are going to the Marble Arch Caves, and I've been there a good few times now. I haven't been there since I took Devon in September 2020, so it's been about 4 years now, a wee bit over, and we're excited to get back in. Are you excited, Emma?
Yeah.
So this will be a cool place to get like some steps in for my 99 miles, and I'm wearing my Braintumor Research top today too, so I'm excited. So we're gonna head in now because we're almost late, which is a surprise. It's pretty cold down there, so I couldn't risk not taking you with me. Let's go.
You're so cute.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. This place is so cool.
Once you walk in, they have a really lovely wee shop with lots of knickknacks in there. And we spent a good amount of time in there before we went down, and we spent some time in there once we got out of the caves too. Oh. Are you laughing at my voice? So once you're finished in the shop, you go downstairs, and this is the general waiting area to wait for whoever's going to take you down to come and get you. And so they have a lot of interesting things all over the walls, and they do have a few videos playing where you can just go in and find out some information about the caves and on the history of them. So that was really cool before we took the 154 steps down and into the caves. So the caves themselves are estimated to be over 500,000 years old and to be formed during the last ice age, which is really cool. So the caves have been around for a long time, but the locals just did not want to go in there. They heard noises coming from in there and they just did not want to. So no one actually really went in there until around 1895, when two men went in to explore and to just see what was going on in there. There is a river that flows through there called the River Claddagh, and so it was a wee bit of a struggle for them to get in there, and they didn't get to go the whole way through the caves. So it actually took about several decades from the late 19th century to the mid 20th century for us to be able to go in nearly the whole way through. Even today, we don't get to walk the whole way through the caves. That was 100,000 years old. Stalactites grow at about 1 millimeter per century, so that was very interesting to learn. And at the end of this walkthrough, the fella that was taking us through explained that there's one in there that I think it was about 250,000 years old, and in the 70s or 80s a bunch of Waynes ran into the caves and they weren't supposed to be in there, and they got some stones and they actually threw stones at the really long one, and they ended up breaking the end off it. And so for the first time, like I'm pretty sure this is the only place in the world they've ever done this, they sent the stalactite away and they had to come up with a glue that was going to be able to glue it back together and allow it to keep growing. And so it went off to Belfast, they created this glue, and it was successful in sticking back together. And so when you look at this stalactite, you'll notice that at the end of this video, you'll notice the stripes in there. You'll see the darker lines where they've had to glue it back together. And so they're not too sure if it's worked or not yet, and we won't know for a very long time, obviously. And like I said, the River Claddagh is flowing through there, so they actually do have a boat that if you're there on the right day, you'll get taken through the caves on the boat. So once you're out, you do the 154 steps back up and straight into the cafe that they have, because there was lovely snacks in there before heading back up to the shop.
That's really nice.
Yep.
If you like Biscoff, that's nice.
The shop had so many cute things, including this really nice wee winter hat that I instantly regretted not getting as soon as we got back in the car. What did you think?
I thought it was really cool. It was really interesting and it looked really pretty. Like it really did. And I really wanted to touch the walls. I also wanted to touch the water, but it was like still water, so I wasn't sure if we were allowed to. So I was like,
And so what would you rate it out of 10?
it's a 10. It's a 10. I can't, it's a 10.
How we end the tour where we ended it, but whenever like the people that found it were in there, they went on, it was like 3 kilometers like longer, and he was saying, and like we have the lights, they didn't, so I'll show you what they had. And he like turned off, and that's why we were in the dark, and he had like just the torch, and he was like, this is what they had to travel like the extra 3 kilometers with, because that's insane. But now we are gonna head back home. We are going out tonight with our friends, so we're gonna go home, get ready, and head out to a different pub that Emma's not been to before.
The eyes are a little far apart.
You're really cute, don't listen to him. Bye.
Hi, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
You took my line. Ready? Ready? Is it a drop? Is it not a drop?
We haven't even started going.
What's that? Wow.
Then we headed off to a lovely wee bar in Buncrana. We were there to see Nairi singing. They absolutely killed it as always, and it was a lovely wee vibe in this bar, really warm and cozy. They had the fire lit and lots of candles, and it was just a lovely wee night. Then we jumped back in the car and headed back up the road, and that is the end of this vlog. So if you made it to the end, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.